1966 Plymouth Satellite, a muscle car icon from the golden era. When it comes to American muscle cars, few vehicles capture the raw spirit of the 1960s like the 1966 Plymouth Satellite. As a proud member of the B-body lineup under Chrysler's Plymouth division, the Satellite stood as a shining stark, white literally, as its name suggests, representing style, performance, and the rising muscle car craze that swept across the nation during that decade. The Satellite was introduced in 1965 as Plymouth's upscale trim level of the Belvedere line, and by 1966 it had firmly established itself as a car that could bridge the gap between refined elegance and brute power. Positioned above the Belvedere Eye in two models, the Satellite offered buyers a taste of luxury while still delivering the thrilling driving experience that enthusiasts craved. With sleek lines, an aggressive stance, and a wide range of performance options, the 1966 Satellite was the perfect embodiment of what made American muscle cars so unforgettable. Design and exterior styling. The 1966 Plymouth Satellite carried a bold and squared-off design that reflected the styling cues of the mid-1960s. Unlike some of its competitors that emphasized curves and flamboyant bodywork, the Satellite presented itself with a clean, angular design that communicated strength and modernity at the front. The vehicle sported a wide grille that stretched across the fascia, flanked by quad headlights that gave it a commanding presence. The chrome detailing was both tasteful and assertive, with trim lines accentuating the car's horizontal stance. The body sides were straight and muscular, featuring subtle sculpting that added character without being excessive. Buyers could choose from a range of body styles, including a two-door hardtop and a convertible, each of which showcased the Satellite's versatility. The two-door hardtop was the preferred choice among muscle car fans, offering a sporty profile and lightweight construction, while the convertible added a glamorous touch, perfect for those who wanted to cruise with style on open roads. The rear design was equally impressive, with rectangular taillights and chrome accents framing the back end. The trunk lid and bumper aligned seamlessly, giving the Satellite a polished, upscale look. Available in a variety of factory colors, from bold reds and blues to more refined silvers and blacks, owners could personalize their Satellite to match their personality, interior comfort, and features inside. The 1966 Plymouth Satellite offered a cabin that blended comfort with sportiness. As the top trim level in the Belvedere lineup, the Satellite received premium touches that elevated it above the more utilitarian models. Buyers could expect bucket seats up front, often paired with the center console, giving the interior a driver-focused layout. The upholstery came in vinyl or cloth with stylish patterns and color options that complemented the car's exterior paint. The dashboard featured a clean, functional design with easy-to-read gauges, chrome-trimmed knobs, and a symmetrical layout that appealed to both practicality and aesthetics. While it was a performance-oriented car, the Satellite did not ignore comfort. Features such as an AM radio, heater, and optional air conditioning made long drives enjoyable. Power steering and power brakes could also be ordered, ensuring that the driving experience was as smooth as it was thrilling. The combination of comfort and performance. Focus was one of the Satellite's biggest selling points. It allowed buyers to enjoy everyday usability, while still having a car capable of serious speed and power when called upon. Engine options and performance. One of the defining features of the 1966 Plymouth Satellite was its impressive lineup of engine options. Chrysler offered everything from modest six-cylinder engines for buyers seeking economy to massive V8 power plants for enthusiasts hungry for performance. The base engine for the Satellite was a 225 cubic inch slant six. Most buyers opted for V8 power. Small block options included the 273 cubic inch V8 and the more potent 318. However, it was the big block engines that truly transformed the Satellite into a muscle car icon. The most popular big block was the 383 cubic inch V8, delivering plenty of horsepower and torque to satisfy the demands of performance drivers. For those seeking even greater thrills, Chrysler offered the legendary 426 HEMI V8, rated at 425 horsepower, known as the Elephant because of its massive size and power. The 426 HEMI made the Satellite a beast on the streets and drag strips. This engine was rare and expensive, but it cemented the Satellite's place among the most respected muscle cars of its time. Transmission options included a 3-speed manual, 4-speed manual, and 3-speed automatic torque flight, allowing buyers to tailor their driving experience. Performance packages, upgraded suspensions, and limited slip differentials further enhanced the Satellite's capability. On the road, the Satellite was a thrilling machine. With the right V8 under the hood, it could easily challenge contemporaries, like the Ford Fairlane GT, Chevrolet Chevelle S, and Pontiac GTO. The Satellite was not just about straight-line speed. Either it offered solid handling for a car of its size, thanks to Chrysler's well-engineered suspension, legacy, and historical significance. The 1966 Plymouth Satellite holds a special place in automotive history, particularly among Mopar enthusiasts. It represented a time when Plymouth was competing head-to-head with the biggest names in the muscle car market, delivering a product that was stylish, powerful, versatile. The Satellite also served as a foundation for some of Plymouth's most legendary performance cars. In 1967, the GTX was introduced as a high-performance variant of the Satellite, often referred to as the gentleman's muscle car. The GTX carried forward many of the Satellite's design cues while upping the performance and luxury features. Without the 1966 Satellite paving the way, the GTX might never have existed. Collectors today prize the 1966 Satellite for its combination of rarity and desirability. While it sold in decent numbers during its production run, surviving examples especially, those with big block engines are highly sought after. Restored models fetch impressive prices at auctions, while original HEMI-equipped Satellites are considered true treasures in the muscle car world. Driving experience behind the wheel. The 1966 Plymouth Satellite delivers an experience that is raw, authentic, and utterly engaging. Unlike modern cars filled with electronic aids and digital controls, the Satellite demands full attention from the driver. The rumble of the V8 engine, the firm feedback from the steering wheel, and the mechanical precision of the manual shifter all come together to create a visceral connection between man and machine. Acceleration is exhilarating, especially with the 383 or 426 HEMI under the hood. The roar of the exhaust and the surge of torque remind the driver that this was a time when cars were designed to thrill. Yet, thanks to its size and suspension setup, the Satellite also manages to deliver a comfortable ride at highway speeds, making it equally suitable for cruising as it is for spirited driving. For enthusiasts lucky enough to own or drive one today, the experience is a time machine back to an era when cars were more than just transportation. They were statements of individuality and power, collectability and value. Tears. With most classic muscle cars, the value of the 1966 Plymouth Satellite depends on its condition, originality, and specifications. Base models with smaller engines are more affordable and often serve as entry points for collectors looking to restore a piece of American history. On the other hand, well-maintained or restored examples with big block V8 South can command significant sums. The holy grail, of course, is the 4-6 HEMI-equipped Satellite, which can reach six-figure values at auctions. These rare machines are celebrated not only for their performance, but also for their contribution to the muscle car legend. Restorers often appreciate the Satellite for its relatively straightforward design and the availability of aftermarket parts, especially given the strong Mopar enthusiast community. This ensures that even decades after its debut, the Satellite remains a car that can be preserved and enjoyed by new generations. Cultural impact beyond the numbers and specifications. The 1966 Plymouth Satellite carries cultural significance. It was part of the golden age of muscle cars, an era when Detroit's big, Three automakers were pushing boundaries and creating vehicles that captured the imagination of young drivers across America. The Satellite was a car that embodied freedom and excitement. For many who grew up in the 1960s, it represented the dream of owning something fast, stylish, and distinctly American. Today, it still resonates with enthusiasts who long for the purity of that golden era. The Satellite has also made appearances in classic car shows, automotive magazines, and vintage advertisements, ensuring that his legacy continues to be celebrated. Among Mopar fans, it is remembered as the car that bridged the gap between the everyday Belvedere and a high-performance GTX, making it a cornerstone in Plymouth's performance history. The 1966 Plymouth Satellite is far more than just a crit. It's a piece of history. It's a symbol of an era and a testament to American engineering and design.
Oh, man.
From its bold styling to its range of powerful engines, it captured everything that made the 1960s muscle car movement so unforgettable today. Owning a 1966 Satellite is like holding a piece of the past, tangible connection to a time when cars were raw, exciting, and unapologetically bold. Whether admired at a car show, raced on the drag strip, or taken for a leisurely cruise, the Satellite continues to shine brightly in the eyes of enthusiasts and collectors alike, with its timeless appeal and undeniable place in the Mopar legacy. The 1966 Plymouth Satellite stands as a true classic hand automotive star that will never fade.